So guys, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time you find yourself to be watching this video. In today's video, I have a pretty exciting video. Exciting for me, at least, anyway. Hopefully you guys enjoy this video as well. But today, I'm doing a bit of an unboxing video, as well as a very exciting announcement. I think it's probably come up to about a month ago now. A few chats were exchanged and stuff like that, and for me, something pretty massive actually happened. So yeah, I'm absolutely buzzing with the journey so far, and I am absolutely mind blown with everything that's happening and all the love and support that I'm actually getting on my videos, and hearing that you guys are enjoying my videos means the utmost to me. It really does truly mean the world to me. And as well as all of that, the constructive criticism that I've been getting, and little tips and tricks and advice and different little things to try and everything like that, it all generally, hand on my heart, means everything to me. So thank you guys so much for all of the support and love on all my videos. So now, without further ado, I'm gonna get into the video. So today, for this video, I have actually popped down to a very local little pond. As you can see, it is literally about 5 minutes around the corner from my house, and to me, this holds quite a special place to me, really, because just under a year ago, it's coming up very shortly coming up to a year of getting into fishing. This little pond is actually where I started, and I'd finish work and I'd come down here, get my little float out and pulling out little sardines no bigger than this. But I did not care, because it was putting a smile on my face. It was the excitement of seeing the little stick float go boom straight under the water. It was just amazing. But yeah, so I'm got my boxes here and I'm gonna crack on with that. Right guys, so in this first little box, this company called Nutrabaits, they do something really quite interesting. Is these concrete leads, and what you can do with these is actually soak them up in liquids and goos and sauces and everything like that, and they actually absorb all the goodness, and when that's sat on the lake bed, that then oozes out all the goodness into the water columns and everything like that, just to give you a little bit more attraction. And yeah, you should check these out if you haven't already. I am going to be copping myself some of these and just to give them a try. They obviously do the gripper versions, and they also do the distance ones, and they come in all sorts of various sizes and weights, as you can see as of right there, which is very neat. So I'm going to stick them to one side. It's obviously a receipt, you don't need to see all that boring nonsense. And you get some stickers, which I am going to be plastering on my bait boxes and whatever else I can think of actually plastering it all. And look at this for some packaging. There is so much of this polystyrene in here. At least you know guys, that if you order from this company, then everything's coming safe and sound. Do you know what I mean? Look, things are not moving in this box. So first things first, these are lovely and vibrant. We've got some Nutrabaits Blank Savers range. These are the pink dumbbell wafters. So for Nutrabaits and their Blank Saver range, it is actually a very new range, and I've been keeping up with all of the catch reports and all the reviews on these specifically. Not just these, they have pink ones, white ones. Let's see if my hands are big enough here. So they got pink, yellow and white. But yeah, as I say, this is a new range from Nutrabaits, and I've been looking at all the catch reports and I've been looking at all the reviews and everything like that, and these have seen so much success. People have switched to these when nothing else is working on whatever venue they're fishing on, switching over to this, using them as single hook baits, using them as upon a small tight bed of bait or a nice carpet of bait, and they've had amazing success on these. So I thought it was a bit of a no-brainer to give these a go and add it into my arsenal. So I'm just going to give them a quick little sniff now. Look how vibrant they are. Ooh. Pineapple. You know when you buy things that are pineapple scented and it smells like an artificial pineapple? That smells like I've just bought They actually smell like I've just gone to the supermarket, bought the freshest pineapple I could find, cut it in half and stuck my nose straight in it. So the white ones, not sure what scent these are going to be. They're a lovely little size, really. They look like 10 mils. It's got a bit of a coconutty scent to it. I don't know if they are actually coconut. And then the pink ones. Give these a little whiff. Oh, they are fruity. Look at the pink ones. They are honestly very, very vibrant. I think they're a little washed out on the action camera here, but they are super, super vibrant. And they smell very, very fruity. Like, very fresh. Like a fresh fruit should be. Yeah, they smell amazing. I am super, super pumped to try these. They're all hand rolled and everything like that. All good nutrients packed in these. All the goodness that you need to have confidence in a bait for, you know what I mean? So pop these back in the box. And now the big mama. There's quite a lot in here. I've got a mixture of all sorts in here, from sauces and bait complexes, which you may not have heard of before, so stick around and I'll talk a little bit about them. I reckon they're going to be absolutely savage. In fact, I know they've already put some savage fish on the bank because I've been keeping up with all of the catch reports and everything like that that's been going on as of recently. So again, we have a concrete lead things box number 2. Let's get it. So to start things off, Trigga Ice 2mm pellets. I'm just going to kind of blitz through all of this in the box and I can talk about things a little bit more afterwards. Some Trigga Ice 15mm boilies. They are the shelf life ones, but you can buy the freezer baits too if you wish to do so. I've just gone for the shelf life ones because just easy, convenient. I've got some mix of the big fish mix 2mm pellets, and they are salmon, caviar and black pepper. And I'm very, very intrigued to see how that smells. It's going to be incredibly fishy. Trigga Ice active bag mix. So it's basically ground baits with little different size of pellets in. I've got the big fish mix active mix as well. I have the big fish mix 15mm boilies. They do these boilies in different sizes as well. I think they've got 12 mils, 15 mils and 18 mils. And then when you buy that's for the kilo bags. And I believe if you buy the larger weights, like a 5 kilo bag, I believe you can get them in bigger sizes like 22 mils and all that good stuff. So there's still more in this box. It's crazy. So I have some Trigga Ice 18mm hard hookers because I am going to Brum Pits very soon and I need my redemption on that. And I've figured out that Brum Pits is absolutely riddled, and I mean riddled, with crayfish. So, you know, I'm just using that as my excuse as to why I blanked there, honestly. It's probably not, but that's what I'm going to go with. So yeah, I've got the hard hookers here. Whoa. They sort of, in a way, to me at least, smell like some dog biscuits. And anyone that knows carp angling, all carp love dog biscuits. That's why we use them as floaters, do you know what I mean, when we're surface fishing. So I think they are going to be absolutely devastating, I can't lie. I'm very excited to use them. I also have the Trigga Ice pop-ups in the 15mm size. Again, all different sizes that they come in. You don't have to go for the 15s. Cool, yeah, they smell really, really nice. And I have some more Trigga Ice pop-ups, but this time these pop-ups are white because I've actually had some comments on some previous videos, and white pop-ups are the way to go. And I must admit, I've never really used white hook baits that often, or white wafters or anything like that. So I feel like I need to hop on the bandwagon a bit with these. Everything, I mean everything, is all made of all natural ingredients and the proteins and fish meals and everything like that. So you know you can't go wrong with anything like that. It's all good for the fish, it's good for their digestive system. They crave for that stuff. I've looked at catch reports on all of this stuff, which I'm still going, but all of this stuff I've looked at catch reports for, and it's just been bonkers. I really can't stress that enough. It's been absolutely bonkers, and I thought I've got to give it a go. You know what I mean? These are the Big Fish Mix 15mm corky wafters. So that's a little insight for me of what this salmon, caviar and black pepper actually smells like. So these corky wafters, obviously wafters, they're not dumbbell wafters, they're just nice round wafters. They're dusted in like little bits of cork. So that's interesting. It'll be interesting to throw one of these in the water and actually see how it reacts in the water. I've also got some Big Fish Mix pop-ups, which everyone who's seen my previous videos knows I absolutely love Ronnie rigs, and that's a devastating pop-up rig, so I've got to be stocked up on my pop-ups, boys and girls. But yeah, that's them. I've got some Trigga Ice corky wafters. I forgot I got these. Cool. They smell such a strong scent coming off of these. Last few little bits in my box. I've got some Big Fish Mix Activate. It's a nice thick consistency, but it's not really thick to the point it's like gloopy. Strong smelling activator. These are also really big bottles. These are 500 milliliters. 500 milliliters. I'm sick of spending like £10, if not more, on these 100 milliliter bottles of goo and sauce and stuff. Do you know what I mean? Give me more of these big bad boys. And not as expensive as the other bottles either. I think these come in at about $8.99. Unbelievable. That's so much sauce for the price. A big bang for your buck. And I also have the Trigga Ice PVA friendly activator as well. This is colourful. Wow. Oh, this is giving me an even stronger smell than the other one. Again, I'm not even sticking my nose close, but I will. Oh. If that doesn't draw carp into your swim, I really don't know what will. So, last couple little bits. I've got the Big Fish Mix hook bait complex. These are the things that I said I was going to talk about, and just while I've got this one, I've got the Trigga Ice hook bait complex as well. And with these, I'll show them both at the same time. The scents coming from these. That's the Big Fish Mix. Wow, it's got a little spice to that. It's probably from the pepper. Oh. Oh yeah. And all their activators and sauces and complexes and sprays, they're all made with the exact same mixture of ingredients as their pellets, as their boilies, as their active bag mixes. So everything is going to tie in and blend in really nicely. So you haven't got to worry about these slight different scents or anything like that, or colorations. They all tie in and blend in absolutely perfectly. Oh, cool. I like this one, the Big Fish Mix one. It's that little spice that's coming through. It reminded me of my Mexican I had last night. Yum. Interesting thing with these hook bait complexes, when you have your hook baits on your rigs and everything like that, or you've got a PVA mesh bag on, or whatever it is you're using, you can pop open this lid, you can dunk it in the hook complex, you can let it soak for however long you wish to do so. I would probably recommend 10 to 30 seconds probably, and then it's just, again, adding to your attractants, do you know what I mean? So I feel like you can't really go wrong with this. It's quick, you haven't got to worry about mixing a load in. If you're fishing like single hook baits, let's say, you can literally grab your pop up, dunk it in, chuck it out there, and you're fishing with what I believe you can be very, very confident with all of this range of stuff. They obviously do a larger variety of range as well, like they've got their 4S range, they've got their pineapple and butonic range, they've got a banana and butonic range. What else could you want? So now, with all of that out of the way, I feel like it is time for me to announce my exciting announcement. And I feel like all of this is a little bit of a hint as to what my announcement might be, but I can't believe, let me get this hat on. I won't scare you guys with my with my slap head, but this is it. Nutrabaits, baby. I am on the Nutrabaits team. I cannot express how excited I am for this journey. I really, really cannot express it. I was very optimistic one day, I think it was probably about a month ago, and I was just sat there and I've sent Nutrabaits a message. I've basically just listed that I've just started a YouTube channel, the progress it's made in X amount of time, and what I plan to do in the future and what I believe I could bring to them as a company. Yeah, we were then talking back and forth for a good few days, and they allowed me to join their team, which, as you can see, has just put the biggest smile on my face. I've started this journey, it's coming up to 3 months ago now when I started this journey, and the amount of progress I have made, whether that's gaining knowledge about fishing, my skill set with fishing, my watercraft skills, slowly building a community, and now landing a place on this team, which is by no means a small team. As I always say, I just want you guys to know that I have such massive gratitude. It means everything to me. All of this means everything to me. And yeah, I'm super pumped for all of this. I'm speechless. I really am struggling to actually find the words to say for all of this. But a massive thank you to Nutrabaits. The things I've got planned with Nutrabaits as of right now, just to keep you guys posted with my journey and everything that's going on, because at the end of the day, this is a this is a channel where I want to document my journey, everything fishing related and career wise and just everything. Do you know what I mean? It's not just me fishing all the time. I don't want it to be like that. I literally want it to be a storyline, a journey. My role for the Nutrabaits team, I am within their filming team, so it is my job for them to produce content for them and produce content for the social medias and everything like that. And I have been talking to Mike from Nutrabaits, who's in charge of the whole social media side and filming and everything like that, and he has said further down the line, there's no time scale on it or anything like that, but further down the line we can arrange filming trips and everything like that, which it's an absolute dream come true. Whilst we're on the topic of announcements, actually, let me just say, a couple weekends ago, me, myself, my partner, my sister and my sister's partner, the four of us have booked a week in France. That is next year. So next year I'm going fishing in France for a week, and seriously excited. I cannot express just how excited I am for that. Roll on June next year. I think it's June next year. It might be July. I'm pretty sure it's June though. So yeah, roll on June next year. Roll on the rest of this journey. I'm so I feel like a broken record, just keep saying how excited I am, but seriously, so excited. Over the moon with all the progress I've made. A massive thank you to all you guys again who have tuned into my videos, who have been enjoying my videos, leaving me comments, liking the video, subscribing. It all helps out the channel so much more than you understand. I really cannot express that enough. So on that note, I'll leave it there. that's been your boy, Real Reality. I really hope you've enjoyed this video. I know it's a bit different, but you know, it's the journey. Hopefully you've enjoyed the video nevertheless. If you're out on the bank, tight lines. If you haven't, check out Nutrabaits. Go check them out. At least have a little look at their website. If you pick up some bits, give it a go. I'm sure you won't be disappointed. So yeah, until the next video, guys, I hope you guys take it easy, and I'll catch you then. Bosh!